Hey y'all, what y'all doing? Woo, Lord, let me tell y'all something. I am tired. We are having Javier's graduation celebration tonight, right? I forgot that was tonight, y'all. Y'all know I've been sick in the ER and not feeling that well last couple weeks. Anyway, but tonight was the night that they would have graduated. So we're having a dinner. I'm going to post some pics later, but here's just a picture of let me see. I can show y'all a picture of my plate, right? Make sure you don't talk about me. Let me see. Yeah, some mac and cheese, the baked beans, and the ribs. Yep, and I made some banana pudding for dessert. So, he picked the menu. So, that's what we're having. But I was eating, we were actually outside playing cards, and I remembered I had to come in to eat and to go live, y'all. I forgot. I didn't forget I was going live. I just forgot what time it was, right? This is kind of crazy. But look, y'all, I'm hungry. I ain't ate all day. I done cooked all day. Not all day, really. I just made the mac and cheese and the banana pudding. That's all he asked of me. And then he asked his Uncle Chris to make the ribs and the baked beans. So, yeah. Ooh, thank you, baby. Hand me that coaster so it don't run it. What is that?
This is Diet Pepsi.
Oh, that
and
worked.
Maurice chose it together.
Good. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all looking out for me.
We appreciate
Can you take my plate and just set it in the microwave till I'm finished? I'm not going to be on exceptionally long. But, yeah.
All right. Well, you do the thing. Go ahead.
I love you, baby. So, yes, I'm going to bring me something to drink, y'all. This was all hands on deck situation because we was chilling outside, right? We got the music on. G Herbo riding, right? So we got G Herbo and whoever, Jewels and, whoever playing. But, we are so proud of Javier. The thing is, we had already planned to do tonight, right? Before they announced this week when the graduation was going to be. So we're just celebrating him now because graduation is actually the Friday of Father's Day. And we already have plans to do something else. So, yeah, because this is Jonathan's first Father's Day. This is Julian's first Grandfather's Day, technically. And we were just trying to do something, for Father's Day a little different. So, plus my brother Christopher is with us, and he's a father. He got 7 kids, so. Yeah. So we doing that. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Tell Callie I say hello. Love you guys. But yeah, so Javier didn't want to come on tonight because he's just having fun and relaxing. So that's what he said. He didn't feel like coming on here tonight, so we're not going to do that. But hey Danielle, love you sis. But he'll probably come on with me one day next week or something, and we'll talk about like what he gonna do after college, different things, just to get a perspective, from him, just chat with him, right? So we're very proud of him, so why not have a chat session with the baby boy, right? He's the youngest, right? The youngest of 6. The first 6, he's the youngest of the first 3 boys and 3 girls. Every one of them graduated high school. So we're pretty proud of them. So, and thank God he didn't decide to be the rebel, right? Thank God he just followed in line. Ooh. But anybody know Javier, they think he quiet and he is quiet and he is very mannerable, but Javier is a teenage boy. Do you hear me? And I mean that. He's 17 years old. He think he know more than the average bear. But that's all right that he's supposed to do that. That's kind of like it's kind of like graduating high school or getting your menstrual cycle, or it's kind of a rite of passage to make mistakes, right? Or to think you know more than you actually do. It's just part of the process. It's what makes it fun, right? It keeps us parents on our toes. But I mean, Javier's going to college to play football. Obviously, he's not doing too crazy of stuff, right? So, But so that's what we're doing. We're having his dinner, so his graduation celebration, and he only gets 8 tickets for his graduation, right? Because of the social distancing and all of that. Are you kidding me? There's that many of us? Are you kidding me? He has 6 brothers. He has 5 brothers and sisters. Child, and they all got, a couple of them got somebody. 2 of them married. One of them is Shay and Alfredo are serious, and so that 8 tickets. But I understand it's what it is, So, but and Javier does too. And they moved prom. Prom's gonna be in July. Javier is not going to prom. He just decided that he didn't want to, so he's not gonna go. He went last year. And, he spent the night down in St. Augustine in the hotel and all that fun stuff. So let him do what he want to do. And no, I don't think a girl stayed the night in the hotel with him. But look here. Hey, Lou from the slew. What up? But, what up, sis? But, it might have been a girl in there. Javier is not a virgin. So he might have had a girl in there, but she ain't come up pregnant. So, hey, we taught him how to take care of what he needed to take care of. What's wrong, baby? Yes, hot as...
Okay, I'm gonna cut the air on and close the door. Then.
No. You can leave it off because I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. I'm gonna talk about that school CDC stuff and a couple more things when I finish talking about Javier and stuff. And then I'm gonna be off here because I'm trying to come hang out with y'all.
Okay, cool.
The night about Javier, I ain't trying. Plus, I want some of that banana pudding and I gotta finish my plate.
That's a fact. I'm coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
I love you too, baby. That Jonathan in here checking on me. Anyway, but... So, you know what I'm saying? Our children, all of our children are open and honest with us. We have had conversations with every one of our children that most people would be like, are you really? But I have always had that relationship with all of them. Child, we be talking in groups too. Like, I don't pull the girl, when they was coming up, I didn't pull the girls to the side or the boys to the side, right? When we talked about masturbation, baby, we talked to everybody. When we talked about pregnancy, we talked to everybody. When we talked about STDs, we talked to all of them because all of our children are doorsteps except for Zane. Right now, we have Javier is 17. Then let's see, it's Javier from 17, and then the oldest is Shay, and Shay she will be 20. She was born in 97. So she'll be 23 in June. So we have her from 17 to 23, and there's 6 of them that fit in that range. So yeah, we had a conversation with everybody when it was time to have a conversation. It just is what it is. So yeah, last year, like I said, he's not that upset about prom because he went to prom last year and he stayed at the hotel at the beach. Hey, Shay. Hey, Kyra. How's my baby doing? Give her kisses for us. But, yeah. So, y'all. Look, so I know all y'all done seen the CDC thing that was with the blue background where they said guidelines was misspelled and all that other stuff, right? Well, y'all know me. I am a fact check person. So, I already was aware that, hey, cuz. I already was aware, right, that some of that stuff wasn't exact, right? But it's pretty much sums it up, It's not exact, but if you go and look at it, you guys, Zane would not wear a mask. Zane doesn't wear a coat. Zane won't wear a jacket in the snow. He doesn't wear pants. And you talk about he gonna wear a mask all day? Y'all, come on now. Girl, Jonah around here running around hanging out with us like he is and he at Javier graduation party too. Lord, I was thinking about that earlier. Y'all supposed to be here today. But, things happen, child. But I don't like it. We all right, Shay. But yeah, so we are we still not open, but we celebrating our baby. Javier deserves to be celebrated. So we got to celebrate. I have some masks. Cause I got some, but I just don't. I mean, I just only use them when I go out, and I just limit my outings because it's just not. It just they don't know enough information about it. I don't care about no masks. They don't know enough about this for me to play. There's too many things. But these kids, y'all, the on the bus, how they gonna social distance on a school bus? Right? If they go back to school. And they may have to do, how, like, I was thinking for here in Florida, y'all know how DeSantis had that boy, that young man call in, hire all them people to help with the unemployment stuff, right? So I was thinking they may have to, most teachers are great teachers. They may all just have to go to FLVS. There's no way there's enough FLVS teachers to hire to work all of these students if they all go into the system. But this may be something that actually has to get done. And maybe what has to happen are the therapists or those kids of ours that receive, services through the school, like Zane does, occupational therapy and speech and language at school as well. So maybe what has to happen is they have to do small groups at the school, maybe in the library or in the classroom, that maintain the CDC guidelines, and us parents just have to take them, right? Or figure out a way to get them there, right? We have to figure that part out, but we can run a bus. I don't know what they're going to do, but things are changing. And once they figure out a vaccine or whatever, or get more data for the coronavirus, things will be a lot different. But right now, things are never going to look like they did 6 months ago. Again, for the foreseeable future. You know what I'm saying? So what we have to do is we have to be smart ourselves and make sure we're practicing and asking ourselves, is it clean or is it dirty? If you do this in your home, personally, teach your family. That's your job. It's to teach your family. Teach your children. I don't care how young they are. If they're old enough to be learning things, you can teach them certain behaviors. Zane has several exceptionalities or several diagnoses, right? But there are certain behaviors that he knows because I've just taught him those things repetitively. Some kids take longer to get it than others, but that doesn't mean you just stop trying, right? This whole notion that the option to give up on kids or the option to be an involved parent is a choice. I mean, really? But, everybody's different. But I don't think that's a choice. I think that is a duty. That is something, if you are a parent, that you should be expected. And anyone that doesn't expect that of a parent, something wrong with them. But y'all, these CDC guidelines, they are something. I do encourage you to go look on the CDC website, right? It's the same for all of us in America. The CDC guidelines are. So, but it's I don't know how they gonna do it. Ain't that right, Lou? I mean, I have had little girls, in middle school complain about the sanitary conditions in the bathroom, right? So how are they going to keep it clean for the coronavirus? And I'm not saying nobody's not doing their job. What I'm saying is they are just, they're learning how to clean themselves and take care of themselves as young ladies. And I don't know, but things happen. So just think, this stuff is crazy, the changes. But I do know that Zane, under any of the guidelines, whether it's the one I shared or the official CDC guidelines, Zane's not going back to school publicly. And I don't know what I'm going to do, y'all. I'm telling you, it's tough. I don't know. I'll talk about that another time, but this is tough. it is tough. I feel sorry for everyone that's going through this, but if you have a child with special needs or a child that, has any type of learning disability or any type of issue, this is really, really tough for them. If they have a routine issue, which is most children, right? Most kids have a routine issue. They hate to be interrupted in the middle of what they want to be doing. So, it's a lot. Yes, especially the smoking. Talk about they don't want them sharing stuff. Y'all don't want them sharing stuff now, but they do. Think about how strep throat, the flu, a cold runs through elementary schools. Do y'all remember how bad the flu got here in Stark? At Stark Elementary in Southside, I believe too, right before winter break in December. Do y'all remember? I remember because I kept Zane home because my rheumatologist was concerned and told me that none of us should be exposed because if Zane gets it, then I could get it, right? But it didn't do any good because Julian ended up with influenza B and Zane had influenza A. But I went on Tamiflu when Zane got it because when Zane gets sick, Zane wants me all the time. And so I had to go on Tamiflu, as a precautionary measure. I had to take it for 10 days. And Zane took his 5 days and was done with it, right? Ooh, Lord, y'all, it's something when you're sick. When your body it turns on itself, right? It's something. But, yeah. So, just be extra careful. But everybody needs to be extra careful right now. They don't know what is going on with it. They don't have all the data about this yet. There's not even a year's worth of information. They're seeing it, what it's doing in kids, with the inflammatory issues it's causing in different systems. So it is affecting a lot of stuff, guys. We have to be smart about it. But I know that what I will say is that you individually have to make decisions of what's best for your family. Say you're a household and everyone has great immune systems. There's no problem. Maybe you got 1 or 2 kids or all your kids are in school. They're going to limit interaction at school. So there's not going to be any PE. There's not going to be any, like arts and all of that stuff. I'm still trying to figure out how they're going to social distance the kids in the classrooms 6 feet apart when they're not going to be able to, because they're not going to keep masks on. Especially in elementary school and middle school. Y'all better remember them middle schoolers, woo, baby, they love to try to prove you wrong. Them high schoolers too, but baby, them middle schoolers, they something different. We done been through a bunch of them, so I know. They are different, honey. And then these newer ones, they even more different because, baby, they be doing stuff we wouldn't have thought of. I'm just going to tell the truth. And I be like, well, each one of my children has been raised a little different than the one before. You know why? Because each one of them is different. Duh. If you think parenting is a one-all, be-all, do-all, are you kidding me? It's not a one-size-fits-all. Every child is different, and not just because they have a penis or a vagina. That is not the only difference in children. The way you discipline them, the way they do things, it's all different. So because of that, and the fact we have 6 children pre-Zane, right? Zane makes 7. I think I'm a pretty good person to talk to. But, you guys, I want to talk to y'all about Joe Biden. Yes, sir. What y'all think about what Joe Biden said on the Breakfast Club? Joe Biden said, you ain't black if you consider voting for Trump. I know a lot of black Republicans, y'all. I know a lot of Puerto Rican Republicans. I know a few Dominican Republicans. I know some. I know a lot of Republicans in all nationalities, and I know a lot of people that don't like Trump that's white. But ain't that something, y'all? Now, could you imagine? If somebody else would have said it? I mean, who gave him the right to think he can tell somebody whether they black or not? Cracker Joe Biden said, if you consider vote for Trump, you ain't black. Y'all got some real issues with that, y'all. That's crazy. Why? Why even fix your face to say it like that, right? I mean, honestly, if you consider voting for Trump, you ain't black. You ain't black or something like. Anyway, I ain't got my phone in here to read it verbatim. But Joe Biden is out of order, y'all. And I'm not saying one way or the other, because Trump says stuff out of order all the time, too. So, I ain't got a favorite, right? But Joe Biden out of order. Period. But, y'all, that's all I'm going to talk about tonight, because I'm fixing to go and finish celebrating with our baby. We having Javier's celebration, graduation celebration tonight. It's the night he was supposed to graduate. So he picked dinner and we cooked exactly what he wanted. And I made some banana pudding for dessert. We've been outside playing tonk. And yes, my kids play tonk, spades, dominoes, Texas Hold'em, polkas. Not for no money, but they know how to play all that. Pity pat. We play all that over here, just saying. And Uno. They play Uno too. And we play Go Fish. You know, that's Zane's favorite. Zane loves some daggone. Even Zane love cards, Go Fish, but he love them. He love Go Fish, y'all. But shoot, we military around here. But yep, y'all have a great weekend. And I will see you guys on Monday, all right? All right. Good night, y'all.